You want to become successful, you want to be entrepreneur, you want to be rich. Well, good for you. But listen, that's not enough to make you successful, or entrepreneur, or rich. Those are all dreams, and dreams don't get you anywhere. But if you stick to the end of the video, you will find out how to achieve any goal by the end of the year. Every part of human progress was imagined before it became a reality. New moons orbit the Earth not by chance, but because the scientists set themselves the goal of conquering space. Now imagine if the same scientists said, oh, we wish we could go to the moon, but it's so far away. Or if Galileo said, well, there's a storm, so I better don't explore the world and stay where I am. Maybe one day when the weather is nice. We wouldn't have anything that we have today. Everyone has a dream, and no one wants to be poor. On the other hand, goal is a direction, an intention. A goal is more than a dream. It's not just, oh, I wish I could. The goal is clear. This is what I aim for. Nothing happens, no action is taken until a goal is set. Without a goal, people just wander through life. They stumble along the way, not knowing where they are going. Goals are important to success as air is to our life. And by the way, a reminder to take a full breath. Now, no one has experienced success without a goal. No one ever lived without air. Have a clear idea of where you want to go. From a low-paying job in the mailroom of a marketing agency, Dave Mehani got to a recliner when he was 27 to the president of the Good Humor Company when he was 33. Here's what he says about goals. The important thing is not where you've been or where you are now, but where you want to go. I repeat, the important thing is not where you have been or where you are now, but where you want to go. Progressive corporations plan the company's goals for 10 or 15 years ahead. Executives who run leading businesses must ask, where do we want to see our company in 10 years? Then they direct their efforts accordingly. They build a new plan not from today's needs, but for the needs that will arise in 10 or 15 years in the future. That's why there is no such thing as get rich quick scheme. They are all fairy tales, unfortunately. If you really want to become rich, you need to think long term, my friend. And now you might say, Bo, but I want to enjoy my life right now. Well, good luck. Go enjoy it while being broke. Let's be real, how can you fully enjoy life while being broke? So, you have no option here. The time will pass anyway, so you might as well cash it out. Now close that tab and go back to work. Successful people do not leave the future to chance, so you shouldn't too. Each of us can learn a valuable lesson from businesses which are aimed at the future. We can and should plan at least 5, even 10 years ahead. You have to form the image of a person you want to be in 10 years. Do you think that Tate, the most influential person on the planet, sat at home 10 years ago with no plan? Of course not, he had plan from day 1. Well, that's day 0, but I mean, whatever. And by the way, I cracked his plan to becoming the most popular man on earth, so check the description to find more info. See, this is critical thinking. The business that doesn't plan ahead will be just another failed business. A person who fails to set long-term goals will certainly be just another person lost in the hustle of life. Without goals, we cannot develop. Let me share with you an example of why we must have long-term goals in order to achieve real success. Just last week, a friend of mine, I will call him Eric, came to me with a career problem. He is well-mannered, intelligent, and had graduated 4 years ago. We talked for a while about his current job, which he was not happy with, his education, his skills, and general experience. Then he told me he was looking for a new job opportunity. And when I asked him, what job are you looking for? He answered, that's why I came to you. I don't know what I want to work. His problem, of course, was very common, but I realized that if I set him up for an interviews with several potential employers, I wouldn't be helping him. Trial and error is a pretty miserable way to choose a career. Out of the many career possibilities, the odds of him finding the right one are few to one. I knew I had to help Eric to see that before going to any place related to his career. He must know where that place is. After asking him where he sees himself in 10 years, he told me that he wanted a good paying job and a nice home, which is pretty normal. Now you can see that his approach to choosing a career was like walking up to the counter at an airport and saying, give me a ticket. The people selling the tickets can't help you if you don't tell them your destination. So hear me out. The most important lesson in career planning is, before you start, find out where you want to go. Plan ahead. You don't just go on a holiday and run around. I'm pretty sure you got everything planned. From your suitcase to your trip to the food, everything. Your talent, skills and abilities are your products. You want to develop your products so that they fetch the highest possible price. Planning ahead will make this possible. Here are 2 steps to help you. First, imagine your future in terms of these 3 fields: work, family and social life. Second, ask yourself for clear answers to these questions. What do I want to achieve in life? Where do I want to be? What does it take for me to be satisfied? So right now I'm gonna ask you some questions. Just take a pen and paper and start writing them if you really want to make this work. And after this video is done, you are going to answer them all and see the magic. So on the top of the paper, write my picture in 10 years. This will be your decade planning guide. First, write job in 10 years from now. First question, how much income do I want to achieve? Second question, what level of responsibilities am I looking for? Third question, how much authority do I want to have? And fourth question, what prestige do I expect to get from my job? Now second, write home and family 10 years from now. And the first question is, what standards of living do I want to provide for me and my family? Second, what kind of house do I want to live in? Third, what kind of vacations do I want to go on? And fourth, what kind of financial support do I want to give my children in their youth? And now for social life in 10 years from now. The first question is, what kind of friends do I want to have? Second question is, which social groups do I want to join? The third question is, what social leadership positions would I like to have? And the final question is, what valuable goals do I want to achieve? See, in elementary school I had this really strict technical education teacher, and it was the only subject in which I had low grade. So I tried to make some wooden little house, which was out of homework by the way, and I tried to hopefully impress my teacher and get higher grade. When he saw the house, the first thing he said was, "What is that you stuck between those trees? It's not a dog house, is it?" I was kind of ashamed, but I confirmed. Then he pointed out several of my mistakes and concluded, "Why didn't you get a plan? Nobody builds a house without a blueprint." And please, when you envision your future, don't be afraid to reach for the sky. No one achieves more than what they set as a goal. So imagine a great future and remember, you might find good channels on YouTube, but here you will learn the most knowledge. So check this video next to make sure you never fall into the same traps as everyone else.